So I want to get into something that I really need us to start thinking about is like, how we're going to make more money here. So it's going to be a little bit more of a sales training now. So let's say you sold a policy, right? Now what do?
Offer other products.
Offer other products, yep. You guys already know what I'm talking about here, okay? So A is update keep, okay? I know Yuchan really appreciates that. Update keep and move on to the next sale as possible. It's probably a better answer, right? But is that the right answer? No? Okay. Thank them and move on to the next one.
Ask for a referral.
Thank them for ask for a referral. A, B, C, or D?
D.
D. Okay. It's actually going to be none of the above.
No?
No. Okay. So I want to tell you guys a story that I heard, and I kind of make my own version of it because I really don't really. I was going to prepare for this meeting, but I didn't as much. But let's say you're selling jewelry, right? Okay. And someone comes into the store, and they're looking for something. Let's say they're looking for a necklace, and you show them something, and it's a little expensive, but you say, look how nice it looks. And they're like, I wasn't thinking of buying something that expensive. But you just don't say anything. And they're like, oh, what the heck, let me try it on. Okay. There's definitely skills in sales. So let's say they buy it, right? They're like, okay, what the heck, let's do this. And you're like, shall we do this? And they're like, yes. Okay, so you sold the first policy. Now what that person could do is, okay, let me give my business card, let me get a referral. They could get their information, you could email them. That's what kind of Keep does for us, getting the right information. But they say a true salesperson, what they do is, now let's take a look at this matching bracelet. Okay. And, well, I wasn't looking, isn't it nice how it goes together? Okay. And together, what I could do for you is offer you 10% off both. Okay. And they're like, they look at it and they're like, what the heck? Okay. That's what a real salesperson does. Now, how it applies to insurance, or what we do is that what they're trying to do is they want to get it over with, but they also want to feel safe. They made the right decision. Okay. And one thing about, basically what we're talking about is cross-selling, is that if you don't cross-sell at that very moment, they're in buying mode right there. You actually even have the routing number and account number right there. If you don't get them at that very moment, they're not going to be wanting to talk about insurance for a very long time. I got this over with, and I'm ready to move on with the rest of my life. Okay. So what we should be doing is that after you sell an auto policy, especially when I see you guys selling an farmer's auto policy that's bigger in premium, I see it all the time, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Okay, you guys are going through the approval process, premium increase, to paying a huge down. Okay, after you sell that, you have the right number, account number. Okay, especially for life license. Who's life license in here? Okay, so especially for you guys, they make a huge down, right? After you set up the policy, because it's kind of hard to do it before, I would treat it as if you guys were selling a renter's insurance before. Okay. So after you sell it, go in there, see how much the monthly payments go down, because they made a high down, so now the rest of the premium gets discounted. So the discount off the remaining 5 monthly payments is even more than it was before, right? Because it pays so much down, but you still get the discount for the full 6 months. And this is where you might have to be quick, but you calculate, okay, wow, this person is going to save $40 a month, okay, off the 5 remaining payments. Do quick rater real quick, and you say $20, right, for them. Let's say they're young, $20, $30, whatever. If there's savings there, that's a slam dunk right there. Okay, you tell them, hey, you know what? I found a way that you could save an extra $10 per month by actually getting more coverage. What it is a $75,000 life insurance policy for 10 years.
Yeah, it actually has to be 100.
To get the discount?
Mm-hmm. For simple term, maybe it can't be 75.
Oh, really? Okay.
It has to be 100.
100K, okay. So 100K, and that probably sounds better anyways, and the price doesn't even change. For 100K for 10 years, you we could actually set you up with this. It's an easy application process, and you'll actually save. Your total premium will be this, but rather than this. Rather than $350, it's actually $330 with both auto and life insurance. 2 separate payments. So just a real quick application process. So let's just start out with your height and weight. Just get right into it. Okay, don't start with the social. Okay, say, what's your height and weight? Okay, get that filled out, and because if you're not going to do this with Aspire policy, so obviously, if they don't qualify. But if you have a nice fat auto insurance policy, then we want to get that policy, because what's that's going to happen is, okay, you're going to make that $100 for referring yourself a client, right? Because if someone refers it to you, they get the 100, right? You generate this your own lead, and you sell at the very minimum like $20, let's say at the cheapest, maybe cheaper 15 or 20, whatever it is. That's at least $100 on your commission. If it's 20, it's like 120, right? So 100 plus 220, you add that up, that's $220. That's like selling yourself another $2,200 policy. Auto policy. You have to go the whole approval process for just to sell and if you get a $2,000 policy, auto policy, you're pretty happy there, right? Now this is going to be easier than going through a whole nother approval process to sell another policy. And I ask you guys for this because I want you guys to make more money. Easier because things are tough right now. But life insurance is what the company wants. Is what farmers want. And if we're making money and we're giving them what they want, then it's a huge win for us. So we have to sell more life insurance. And the best way to do it is when you sell a policy, okay, so even if you don't have a life license, okay, just transfer that over and get that $100. Because that's like selling a $1,000 policy. And $1,000 policy, to sell it, you gotta go through the whole process. It's so much easier to mention it, get the referral, and just get an extra $100, because that's the same as $1,000 on your stats. But you have to do it on the spot where they're in the highest mode of buying. This is like their buy mode. I'm in buy mode. Like that's why, like, if that person buys the necklace and leaves, it's very, very low chance they're gonna come back and get the bracelet. That is the moment where you can maybe get something else from them or not. Okay, and if it's a Aspire policy, ask for a referral, ask for whatever you want to, but we'll still ask for something. But we need to get those numbers up as far as life insurance goes. So if you're dual licensed, then go for that. Okay, it's gonna make your job easier as far as making more money. And when you mention that, maybe they'll be like, just 100K. I want $500,000. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's very smart of you. Now, what we're selling at the jewelry store, people want to buy luxury or that feeling, right? They're buying that feeling, the emotion. Now, with insurance, they want to buy that feeling of security. Oh, I made the right decision. I'm good now. I don't have to worry now. Okay. You sell them the same thing, but that's what they want at that very moment. Later on, they're not going to want that feeling anymore. They're looking for that moment right there. Is that, oh, I did this. I took care of this. Now let's take care of our family now. Okay. And then you took care of this. Congratulations. And we should change that word a little bit sometimes. I say a lot of thank yous. Maybe say congratulations. This is a freaking whole ass process. Congratulations, you got your auto policy. Makes them feel better. Okay. Now what we could do here is I just did a little bit of math. Now that you're approved for auto insurance, get you approved for life insurance, and your total premium will actually go down to this. Okay. And if the premium is lower and if you can't sell that, then you got to question our skills as someone in sales. Just with being alert, that's something that we could do. And if you're not life licensed, then definitely think about it. But even if you don't have the ability to study and all that, because your after work schedule, which I totally understand, then help us get those referrals. Okay, help us. We have more agents now. We have Jason, Alexis, Enrique, and Mari. Okay. So we went to 2 to 6 really quick, and that's kind of the reason, because I knew this was going to be huge for them. So I want us to be, as a team, getting more life leads. All right, any questions? Okay, cool. And Jazz, you just got your code today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you got their routing number, account number. Okay, you make them feel protected. You're helping out the agency, and you're becoming a better salesperson. All right, you sell them something else. Okay, that's the answer. This is the best opportunity, and you will make more money. Okay, if you're in customer service, okay, let's get licensed. Okay, I know everyone who is not licensed is working on that. That's great. And customer service is going to be vital, okay, because now a big chunk of the revenue is not coming from the bonus now, it's coming from renewals. So customer service is going to be so important now. It's always has been, but now that new business commission is down, like the renewal premium to keep our lights on is going to be super important. So I feel like we have enough staff to have great customer service. We just have to do it as a team, and we just have to be available for them, you know, just the simplest things, just picking up calls with a good attitude, you know, figuring out their problems, taking care of them, then offering the life insurance. Just ways to help our agency, and this is a time where we all have to contribute. Everybody please help us out with customer service, okay? If someone's new next to you, let them know how to do customer service. If someone's not picking up, hey, can you pick up the call there? Like, please, like, help us out here. And then cross-sell life. Not cross-sell, but mention life. Okay, mention life. Share a story, share them how low it is, share them that they'll save money off their auto insurance if they have farmer's auto, and you guys will be surprised, right? I mean, everybody you sent us, you know, a few, you know, Spady, you mentioned it after sales and stuff like that. It's not hard to mention it, you know.
And a little reminder to clients that we do that too.
Yeah, and then they just, you don't expect them to ask us. They're not going to ask us. Is there anything that makes you guys, you know, hesitant to ask?
I don't ask them if they don't have a license.
Mm-hmm. That makes
But,
sense.
You know, farmers ones, when I close one, then I'll tell them, just making sure, you know, letting you know, we also sell life insurance. If you're interested, we're able to give you a call. Okay.
Now let's end that with a question though. Just mention. I just want to let you know. It's gonna be like okay, and then that's it. You know. So what's a good line?
Do you have life insurance?
Who do you have your life insurance? Who do you have your life insurance with? Okay. Assume that they haven't, and if they don't, then make a big deal out of that. Okay. Who do you have your life insurance with? And if they say something, then oh, I'm glad you protected your family. And, you know, very very smart. And then. But just to let you know, maybe then you get soft. Just so you know, we have options too. Maybe they'll say like, "Oh, let's review them," right? But the answer you're hoping for, which probably be most of the case, is that I don't have any. Okay, that's when you pretend that you're, you know, surprised and say, "Oh my God, you know, you don't have life insurance right now?" Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we definitely do. So. Let's go over this, you know, or yeah, I have a plan. I thought it was gonna be a lot. It's only $30, but how's your health? Like, is there a reason you don't have life insurance? Like, oh, like, oh, do you have any kids? Like, it's like if they're like, I'm in bad health, you know, oh, I have no kids, I'm single. It's like, all right, we'll let you off the chain, you know. But if they're like, oh yeah, most of the time maybe they'll be like, yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about this. I kind of think about it. I heard other people getting it. Or my family members, you know, passed away last year, or something happened there. It's something that, you know, it's kind of in the back of their mind, but no one's ever going to mention it. So let's all do our part of being a good team member by mentioning it. Okay. So the question is, who do you have a life insurance with? Oh my God, you don't have life insurance? Well, you know what? I have an agent. Let me see if someone's available for you. Okay. Have a little concern in your voice, like I'm worried about you. Okay. And try to connect them with somebody, or try to fill out a little bit. Let me ask you a couple questions. At least if they have ITIN or social, you know, you don't want to send it to an agent and they're like, that didn't work out. You know, do a little bit of background, send it to them, and it's easy $100. Okay.
Maybe we should have some questions that are like the main ones you ask. No?
It's on the producer form.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's in the market reform.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that if you are a CSR that's taking a high number of calls, right, then you could do one per day. Okay, if you get one per day, that's 500 a week, and that's 2,000 a month. That should be the goal. Okay, let me make an extra $2,000 from just sending life insurance. And if you're also selling yourself policies, then you could try to get one per day yourself too, if you have a license. If you don't even sell them, if you sell none of them, that's still extra $2,000. And then if you sell, you know, half of them, and then you're gonna run into $50, $100 lower, you know, What's the last one you sold?
96.
$96 a month. Okay, that's $600. Okay. Was that a referral or no?
It's Beatty sent it to me.
Okay.
Sergio.
Sergio, you're,
Sergio's and Maria, I brought it up as soon as I sold them the auto.
uh-huh.
And I think you called them, like, did you talk to them the same day?
The same day.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Okay, 100, 600. That's a whole lot easier than going through an approval process for 6 cars. Or doing an approval process for 600, right? So you gotta sell like maybe like 5 auto policies for that. That's 5 separate pictures and 5 separate VIN numbers and maybe even more, you know? So there's a lot of money in life insurance. That's not a secret. I know how to get leads, guys. Okay, that's something that's not gonna change. It's even easier now than ever. The demand is so high because everything going out there, they can't find insurance. So everyone's shopping like crazy. Like I've been trying to turn down the leads. The Colombian team's doing a great job of generating leads. We've been doing faster, but I can't stop the flow. Like it's just like they're coming. And the systems that we have in place, the follow-up systems and, you know, remarketing the old leads, everything we have, Google, Facebook, just our website in general, even if I didn't have anything, it just generates traffic and we're getting leads. And that's something that we have here. Okay, so that's not going to change. And a lot of times, the biggest problems businesses have is generating leads. We don't have that problem. Okay, I know how to treat people. Okay, no matter what happens here, I'm going to be a leader. I'm learning to become a better leader as far as like, you know, having a little bit more compliance and having a little bit more processes and having more people check into, you know, things and making sure people, you know, doing things the right way. So I'm learning from this experience too. But in general, you know, even though I say we're going to be more corporate, I still care about people. Okay, and when I care about people, then business is a lot better. Not only we care about each other, but our customers too. So as long as we have this, then that's going to be a big part of finding a way to how to win. Okay, so because people who treat other people better are the ones that win in business, and no matter what happens, that's not going to change. And then we have each other. All right, so I think that's super important, guys. Okay, this is not going to be something where we're going to be able to do it by ourselves. You guys need each other. I need you guys. You guys need me. We need to be committed to being in this business. People are going to be like, wow, I want to get into insurance. When it's good, you do. But you didn't go through when it's hard. And when people go through the hard times, that's when they become a real pro at what they're doing. So it takes time to become good at what you're doing and to really become successful. We're all going to be working anyways. So might as well, you know, have a little patience and delay our gratification a little bit, because that time where we really explode is still going to come. You know, short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. So I just want to let you guys know that I have your guys' best interest in mind, and I'm definitely planning to do this with you guys.